All right, good morning. Oh, let me wipe off the lens. Should have done that before I started, but all right. Nonetheless, good morning, everyone. Happy Father's Day to all the dads, the uncles, grandfathers, and anyone else out there. Good morning, everyone. I'm just doing a walk today because I want to remind you guys that there is a game today at Hard Rock Stadium. I'm not calling it whatever they want to call it because they're they're doing stuff with people. So I'm calling it what I know it as, Hard Rock Stadium. Good morning. Or Joe Robbie Stadium, whichever. And right here, I'll be going closer so you guys can see. There is a fence going across 199th Street. It is closed. I want to give you guys clarity. Last week, the City of Miami Gardens posted it was closed from 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. This area from 27th Avenue to 14th Court is closed from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. I repeat, 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. So if you have any business on either side of these streets, I feel bad for the folks who are in Norland, Norwood, because not only do they have to contend with this, if you're by Norland Middle School, that is also parking, I believe. So they have all of that to contend with. And I don't think the elementary school that has it. But nonetheless, I just want you guys to know that there is a game today, Uruguay versus Cape Verde. And I think that starts at 6. So please be advised that if you have any Father's Day plans, or you're going to church, or whatever you're doing today, going to work even, the 2X entrance to the Turnpike is not accessible because there is a major fence going across 199th Street on both sides, 27th Avenue and 14th Court. So it's not being, I'm not sure why it's not being advertised heavily to residents. It really should be. But because I want you guys to know, because I know this and I want you guys to know this, it is closed. That's number one. If you take the trolley in the City of Miami Gardens, there is a trolley that usually comes goes through 199th Street. I requested information, still haven't gotten it, from the Public Works Department. If you're on that last video that I was here last Monday on the day of the game, I actually ran into the Public Works Director and Assistant Director to ask them why wasn't there a schedule. They had no response because I know there isn't a schedule. They never put one out. Why? Because they don't use these transportation options that are here in the City of Miami Gardens. Lastly, if you don't have a residence pass, I know there's some issues with the residence pass. I actually brought this one with me. Hold on. It's a little bit bent because I have it in my pouch. This is the residence pass. I'm going to turn this way so you guys can see it. So this is the residence pass. And this is for anything that's happening over at Hard Rock Stadium. It is the FIFA game today, Uruguay, Cape Verde. Happening today. I believe it's 6, but the streets are closed. You can pick this up at the police station. They're going to give you 2 passes. Just go, when you go into the police station, go to the window and just let them know that you would like to get a residence pass. This is good for businesses as well. So if you have a business or you have employees who need this pass, please tell them to go over there. If you do have any problems using the pass, because I know there are folks who had problems last week and they've always had problems with it, please let me know. You can DM me here on Instagram, or you can send me an email, miamigardensnow@gmail.com, because I want to document as much as possible, because what's happening is the stadium they're the ones that pick which police agency works with the stadium outside of the City of Miami Gardens. Now, this is county or state road here, right over here by Cherry Bay. That is Miami Gardens roads that they maintain. So that's why you don't really see a lot of Miami Gardens police officers at a lot of these events. And this one in particular, I think that's Miami-Dade County Sheriff's Office up there. Now, secondly, if you have issues with the fencing on the sidewalk, In particular, this right here on 27th Avenue between, I don't know, whatever that entrance is to the stadium on 27th Avenue here. Please let me know. I'm actually going to walk over there right now because I did bring this up. I actually went to the District 1 office, spoke to two individuals. One got back to me and told me that the transportation department was going to make some changes. Let's see if changes were made, because I know that if you're in a wheelchair or in a walker, that it is impossible for you to pass. And if you're just generally walking, you cannot walk through. Why? Because the fence actually blocks the sidewalk, completely blocks it. And I think that's against ADA regulations. So I just wanted to just give you guys a head up before I walk there, because I know sometimes I'm walking, the video may go awry. But this right now, I'm on the corner of 27th Avenue and Northwest 199th Street. Had a brain fart there. And as you can see, this is the beginning of the fencing. So for those who have not seen it, this fence runs from this area here of Leslie Estate all the way to where the light is, where the stadium entrance is. I'm not sure what that street number is. Oh, he's gonna get hit. Look at this. I'm trying to get killed in the morning. This is ridiculous. So it is closed. So as you can see, sorry, I'm not trying to record you. I'm just trying to, so as you can see, it is still closed. I don't know why they blocked this off. I'm not sure how they expect folks to utilize this sidewalk. But if you are someone who has to catch the bus here, unfortunately, you may have to go down here, or I guess stand right here, because if you're taking that 27 bus, it actually makes a turn on 27th and 199th. So I'm not sure why this is okay. Sorry?
So the bus stop, we just gotta go in, you gotta stay in the street though.
You have to stay in the street?
Yeah, it's open right there. Like,
did they open it?
No, like the bus stop's open, but you gotta
went to the District 1 office specifically about that, because I said, why did they block this off?
Yeah,
people take the bus.
Yeah, walk through the street and stand in front of the
Walk through the street? Well, that's not enough. You see the traffic here? This is ridiculous. Do you, I don't know if you know, I know you're doing your job, so I'm just asking, but do you know if they plan on opening this area? All right, we're going to have to make some changes here, because this is ridiculous.
Last time the city came, but I don't know if they told them anything.
Yeah, they told them.
Because I went to the county office, Oliver Gilbert's office. I went last week.
On Monday.
The day of, no, when did I go?
On Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, they came over.
Yeah, I went Monday. He said someone from the office called the transportation department from the county and stated they're going to come over and look. They knew exactly what I was talking about. I said, okay, fine, because...
The bus operators?
No, the county commissioner.
The county came.
His office is right there.
Oh, yeah, they came. They said the Hard Rock not supposed to do this or put these on the sidewalk. They're not responding back to them.
So Hard Rock is not... Yeah, because I'm like, if you're disabled or you in a wheelchair, how you going to roll? You can't even roll here. Look at this. You can't even roll right here.
Yeah, we had to walk the lady down last.
And the thing is that even, okay, let's say they make the change. At least put the bus stop information here and say, okay, catch the bus right here if you blocking this off. The bus stop is there and the 27 makes the turn right here. So there's no safe way for someone who's walking to even say, hey, I'm going to take the bus. I seen too many people walking last week, and I was like, all right, this is stupid. They have 4 years. People doesn't just come around the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have 4 years to plan this. This is crazy. Wow. Well, who put that shopping cart there? They were like, let's put the shopping cart back here. What the hell? Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, because that sidewalk is okay. That sidewalk is wide over there. But here, it's a
sidewalk for people who work here. They only using that for the people who work here only.
No. I'm just saying that sidewalk on that side is wide. So this type is fine because you're able to still walk on the sidewalk and whatever. So you can't even walk over there to catch a bus?
I mean, you see how they opened up everything in the street. That's how this look down here.
Get the hell out of here. Are you for real? If I gotta catch the bus, I can't walk on the sidewalk?
It's closed.
What, you don't got your credentials?
You trying? Hold on. Let me ask you something. I just want to be clear. Let me take this off. You're telling me if I want to catch that bus on that side going north, I got to walk in the sidewalk? I mean, I got to walk in the street?
Yeah, you gotta find me over there.
Or the police is going to escort me?
They're gonna look at you. So you get against the wall.
Get the hell out of here with that. All right, we're going to have to get something done because this is ridiculous.
Last week they brought all the bus the buses they had to hide the managers out here.
Right.
Telling,
And they made no changes?
No, they was telling trying to see what was the problem. So they were telling what's the delay like. How you explain it? That they put on the app like the bus is not going to be running because the traffic.
Yeah, because I know there's at least one trolley that comes through here, and I'm like, well, what's the schedule for the trolley, or what's the route rather for the trolley? How that gonna run? People got to go to work.
But they're not letting people walk over there.
Ain't this some stuff? All right. Well, you in a good spot, so you stay hydrated. I was gonna say stay hydrated, huh? Yeah, but it's not 3 o'clock sun yet, so you okay? You in the morning sun. When it get to 3 o'clock, then you gonna hurt. All right, gentlemen. Well, I appreciate the information. I'm gonna try to see what I can do with my one little voice to make some changes here. Maybe we got to get the big media up involved in here. Maybe they'll do something. Because and you can't walk on that sidewalk either.
Yeah, no, they I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, police not letting nobody over there. Police over there today.
Wait, over.
You see how they lined up now? The other day they.
So if I want to catch the bus, I gotta walk in the median to catch the bus.
I'm trying to see if the bus.
Oh, even that man's right there in the street.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't know.
Because the bus 27 just passed by here.
Yeah, this way. Yeah.
So the only way you can get the only way you get 27 is if you coming from that way, and then you can catch it there.
We had the lady in the wheelchair. We had to take her from this side, walk her all the way over here, walk her down the street this way, and then take her back across the street. Stop the bus in the middle of traffic.
Jump in front of him, but he act like he couldn't see. He looked dead at her.
And he wasn't going to stop for him because you know how the bus driver's thinking, oh, they want to catch the bus. He should have been here. Keep going, but
no!
But then he seen the lady in the wheelchair, so he stopped.
Wow. So I guess that guy's waiting. Can you at least wait for the bus at the bus stop over there?
I don't even know.
Ain't this a bitch?
But I know.
This even worse than last week. Because at least last week I walked down there and two ladies and people were there waiting for the bus. And you can't even walk over there now?
Yeah, they had closed it off. They didn't want no pedestrians on that side last week. I mean on Monday. What's today? Sunday?
I could see it. Maybe you have the game, when they open it. But it's what? I don't even know what time it is right now. But whatever time it is now, 8 o'clock.
For the whole week, I think. I think even when the game not going, because basically.
Get the hell out of here. Are you for real?
This week, the game Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Right.
Oh, no, wait.
No,
Sunday,
today. Yeah, today's the game.
Thursday, maybe Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Wow. All right, well, stay hydrated and, do what you got to do.
Kind of high from this sun.
Listen, I just told him you guys got this little shade here up until 3 o'clock, and then the 3 o'clock sun gonna hit you, so, you're going to get it then. All right, thank you so much. You too. All right, so all of these folks here, their signs are down, so good luck with that. Well, same two are up. All right, so as you guys heard, I can't even walk on the sidewalk over there. There's no walking on the sidewalk. So you have to walk. I'm going to walk across here I'm going to ask these police officers because you know what? Oh, and by the way, you can't walk here. So you either have to go right. You have to turn left or right, as you can see right here. So good luck with wow. This is what I'm saying, that this type of information from the city of Miami Gardens, from the county, all of this information should be given out to individuals here in this community. But this is the thing. When these things happen, no one thinks about the residents who actually live in the city of Miami Gardens. That's facts. And again, I worked in the news media, mainstream news media for quite some time. And I assure you, that is not their concern. Their concerns are, look, there's a lady trying to get to the side. Look, she has to walk in the street. I don't know if I can make it. I could zoom in. All right, me and my nosy self. Hold on, let me cross the street, child. I'm walking. Anyway, so I'll read your comment in a second. Let me just try to get across the street. Okay, so that lady is actually walking in the side in the street to catch the bus. What the hell? That is unacceptable. I will be tagging every living person. Okay. Let me see what it says here. Sorry, I just had to get in the shade here. Okay, do we know how many jobs FIFA created in Miami Gardens this year? Do you think it's worth it? They blocked everything it seems. Okay, so here's the thing. I've gone to several council members' meetings. I went to one, sorry. One council member and another council member came to a community meeting. And I asked the questions. I said, listen, why is it that there were no events here to inform businesses of opportunities to engage with FIFA? So this is, who's this? Burger James? Okay, Burger James is a perfect example that I don't know if you knew of the opportunities, but there were opportunities to work with FIFA on the grounds of the stadium itself. However, there was nothing here. I actually went to North Miami where they had events with, I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher her name. My apologies. Marlene Bastien. My apologies on the pronunciation. She actually had an event where she had 2 soccer football players there. At the event, she had people from the county. She had quite a few. It was a full house. I don't know if I uploaded that or not, but there were events. That event showed folks how they could become vendors with people. And this was last year. This wasn't this year. This was last year that this took place. And so my thing is, the city of Miami Gardens absolutely had the opportunity. I don't want to hear anyone from the city saying, no, we didn't have the opportunity. This is an event that happens in your city that you absolutely could have. We have a county commissioner's office that's right over there in the cut where the Carroll City Mart used to be, or the flea market used to be. His office is right over there. So there's no excuse to say that it cannot happen. Residents who are business owners, I've actually spoken to quite a few. Look, somebody's walking in the road right there. Look at that. Let me ask the police officers right here, because you know what? Hold on. Let me just ask them before. Let's see if I can. Excuse me. I have a question. Is this closed all week or just today? The sidewalk. What's the situation?
It's primarily for today because the soccer game is going on today.
Okay, so you can't use the sidewalk now.
So there's a bus lane on this side, right? We have our patrol cars here.
Okay, so
you can walk right here on the right-hand side.
Trying to take the bus?
No. I'm just trying to inform the residents because you had some folks who were, oh, this guy's in the street, who were in wheelchairs, who were concerned with that side because it's completely blocked off right there.
On the opposite side.
Yeah, it's a complete fence there. There's no nothing, so you can't even walk there.
What they're doing is, so the residents, I believe until 11 or 12, Miami Gardens residents, they can walk through here.
Oh no, not here. I'm not worried about here. I'm just talking about just this sidewalk to the bus.
What we have right now is just for the buses open, for people to jump on and off the bus, and then I just have my guys block the street over to make sure when they walk, they can walk along the police cars.
So, but they can't walk on the sidewalk.
Right here, no, not yet.
Hey, that is crazy.
Open yet. Yeah, it's a while.
Because that sidewalk, there's no opening there.
There's not an opening.
No.
Block over on that side.
There's no. There's no. That cut right there is it. If I wanted to just walk on the sidewalk to go to the bus stop,
yeah,
it's completely fenced off. There's not even a gate. There's nothing. And
you have to come from this side across, and then
you have to walk in the street to get to the bus.
Yeah.
Because the 27 does not go down 199. It actually turns. Oh, this way?
Here, walk up.
Yeah, the 27 actually makes a turn.
That's the bus stop right here?
Yeah, the bus stop is here, And so the bus that goes this way, 27, makes a turn. So if I wanted to catch the bus, I'd either have to be on the end.
Right. So the way this stop right here, right?
Right.
Okay. So that's why I put my guys here.
So
they can cross right here, and then just walk there, and I have it open for them to use the bus.
So if
they'll
there's-
walk on the inside of the police car.
So if there's someone in a wheelchair and
We'll
or
adjust it.
so okay,
I just
yeah.
want to have this lane blocked so that way they don't have
Right.
to worry. I was worried about a car hitting somebody or
Well,
somebody.
that's what
So I
that's
put it off.
that was my
So they will
concern.
come through here,
Okay.
and if they need anything, I'm gonna be over here. If there's somebody in
Okay.
a wheelchair that needs help, I'll help push over the wheelchair myself with them.
God, why do they do this?
They're worried about riots and things like that. You know, it's just-
It's 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning.
What it was? Were you here for the Copa?
I sure listen.
Did you hear about that Copa thing?
No,
That's
but
the main reason was that.
But here's the thing. You know what the deal is with the Copa? While they talked about, with the Copa, while they talked about what happened at the stadium, right on the other side of 14 Court, there was a lot of problems.
Right.
Tons of problems. No, the people they were parked in residents' driveways.
Oh, okay.
They were blocking the street.
Yeah, so that's
the residents were the
whole
ones.
issue was a year ago Copa happened. And
Yeah, they jumped that wall over
people
there.
jumping fences. people doing
Yeah,
a bunch of
cooking
crazy-
chicken. Walmart had to
crazy
close.
shit.
Yeah.
So that's why all this was brought up to prevent all.
Right, so I understand that. I don't have an issue with. I get it. No problem. It's just that this right here.
Right. Yeah.
Is
so that's
the-
why to
the
offset
bus
it for
stop.
me, I had my guys put their cars.
Yeah, the bus stop is really. I don't.
Yeah. Because I know the bus is still running. That's why we put
The
our
bus
cars
just
there.
passed
We're
by
like, hey,
just
how
now.
are we gonna get to the bus?
I told them last week.
For a bus dropping them off, but we're like, hey, what happened?
No,
afterwards?
but that's what I said. I
Yeah.
went to Oliver Gilbert's office after this game, last week's game, and I said, "Yo, how is someone supposed to walk?"
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna be honest, ma'am. I'm not from Miami Gardens. I'm
Yeah.
not too familiar with all this stuff, but this is just how I just figured it. My guys just figured it out on the fly.
well, I
Hey,
appreciate
this is
that
our
because
car.
that's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Because so, do you know about this?
You guys are supposed to have a brown.
Oh, okay. I was
card, yes.
I was just about to ask
That's
you
what we're
this.
trying to ask. We're telling people, hey, you guys have a brown card. You can come in and out. Some people have them. Some people
So
don't.
here's
we're
the
trying to
deal.
figure it out for them.
Here's the deal. Even though they have this, there are some officers that give them problems trying to get in.
Right.
Especially like 207, which is Lake Lucerne.
Mm-hmm.
They only have one way in and one way out in that community.
Right.
So that becomes a problem for them.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to see if you guys are aware of this, which you guys are.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you very
we're
much.
aware of it.
But
And
yeah,
we're trying to go around and educate some of the people. I know my guys. You'll see the guys with the red letters.
Right.
They're aware.
I
You know,
appreciate
I
it.
can only keep count on my guys.
No. I
I'm
just
trying my best.
I appreciate it. What's your name, sir?
Sergeant Lendick.
Lendig. My name is Christine Malcolm. I have a page called Miami Gardens Now, so I just post
Oh,
things
cool.
going around just to inform residents
Yeah.
of what's going on in the community. Because last week they said this was going to be closed at 2 p.m., but clearly it's closed till 11 p.m. Right? This road, right?
I believe I can find out the exact time.
Yeah.
But it should be.
Yeah, because they had 2, and I was like, but that sign says
Yeah.
11, so I just wanted people to be
But
aware.
the bus is running, and we put our cars there just as an extra precaution because I didn't really like people walking on the street.
Okay.
And that way it's at least a better degree.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a good day. All right. Okay, guys, so thank you. No, thank you so much, though. Okay, so it is an inconvenience, and this is why I like to inform residents of what's going on. So I know about this area here because, like I said, Walmart had to close last year. That's how, was it last year? I think it was 2024, whenever. Walmart had to close because the chaos and confusion was doing way too much. And if you saw the videos that I posted last week regarding some of the stuff that happened during Copa America, when I tell you that folks were parked in driveways, residents had to become the directors of traffic. It is crazy. However, this kind of information needs to be given out to the community. But like the officer said, they don't even have a sign there. So he did it on his own because he saw the hazard it is for residents to walk. Look at this. You see this lady right here? She has to walk in the street. That is not good. I'm calling someone today. Absolutely. Oh, I don't know if this is out. Okay, sorry. I'm going to call someone today, or not even, I'll send an email today just to show that this is fenced off and you're unable to walk. And that's scary. That is completely scary. Look at this guy on his scooter. He has to scoot in between the police cars. Why? No regard for the residents who live here in the city of Miami Gardens. No regard for some of the businesses who are near this location in the city of Miami Gardens. Just completely disregard for totally disregard anything that takes place here. Today is a Sunday. You know, there are a lot of folks that are probably on their way to church. Today is Father's Day. That is another event where people are probably doing what they got to do. And yet you have to walk in the street to get to the bus stop. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to call some of these news media organizations that are larger than myself to really get out here and say, hey, why is it that these sidewalks are completely closed off? I get it when the event is getting ready to take place and you don't want, it's what? I don't even know what time it is. 8, 9 o'clock in the morning? And you can't even walk on the sidewalk to get to the bus? You have to walk in the street, and the officer took it upon himself. He saw the hazard it is to the community, residents in the community, and he said, hey, I'm going to have them put the cars here so at least they have a safe passage to walk. And yet, nothing. And that young lady that's walking right now, she's actually walking because she can't even walk on the sidewalk. Wow. I was not, at least last week I was able to walk. If you want to see what I'm talking about regarding the fence on that side, there's just look at the video I did when was I here? Sunday. I think it was, last Sunday. You'll see the video I did where I walked through there and then I walked on both sides. So you're able to see what it is behind there. Wow. That is something else. I honestly, I was not expecting that. I straight up was not expecting to not even be able to walk over there. I actually just came over here just to say, hey guys, just remember there's a game today, and don't try to walk. And I wanted to see if they actually moved the fencing, which they did not. And I didn't actually get a response. I'm not sure where she's going, but I didn't get a response from the county. And this is the C. So this is the C trolley. This trolley will not be affected in terms of the traffic because this one goes into the Lake Lucerne. The B trolley is the one that gets affected by this traffic over here. Let's see what it says. Let me go back. Sorry, I'm trying to, I got to get in the shade. I can't see anything over here. All right, let's go back to some of these comments. Let's say, whatever petition you have regarding this, I'm willing to sign. Yeah, whatever. Okay, I see. FIFA paid off the city politicians. Residents don't get anything. They sure enough don't. The only thing we get is chaos and confusion. That's exactly what it is. Sure enough, don't. Chaos and confusion. And no one's saying anything. People who are supposed to represent you absolutely being hush-hush on this situation. No. So for those who are just coming in, I'm just going to do a quick recap because I don't know how hot it is out here. Thank God I have one of these things to put around my neck. I'm on the corner of Northwest 27th Avenue and Northwest 199th Street. And today is a Uruguay Cape Verde game at Hard Rock Stadium. I'm not calling it whatever they call it because whatever. Hard Rock or Joe Robbie Stadium, as the rest, old schoolers know. And the sidewalks that are on 27th Avenue going north and south, you are unable, let's see if this guy has to go on the road here in this bike. You are unable to utilize the sidewalks all day. Not even during game time. All day. The sidewalks are closed right now. So on the north side, I just spoke to a police officer and he stated that there's 3 or 4 police cars in the far right lane. And that's where residents are able to just walk to the bus stop because there is no actual way to access the actual sidewalk. yeah, I'm just, you know, I usually don't post on Sundays because Sundays are just my down days. I just try to keep whatever, and I got other things going on. But I have to post something today. I have to do I'm really flabbergasted by this one. I didn't see this one coming at all today. Straight up. Wow. Speechless. Total disregard for the community. How do we hold the city accountable for local business installment for stadium? Y'all got to show up to these meetings. They see me at these meetings. They know my name. They know my name. All of the council people. All of the council people, the state representative, the state senator, they know my name because I am loud and I am very vocal about things in the community. They see me all the time. Now, am I at every single meeting? No, I'm not. But when I am there, I am speaking up and speaking out about things that I hear, especially when it comes to the senior center. They don't speak out on things about that, but there are residents who attend the senior center, and you guys can't go on the sidewalks or anything. So they're blocked off. It's blocked off. Yeah. So I think that's crazy. So yeah. They can't even. So they are here. What's the process? So essentially, I don't know where Burger James is on. Like you're on 441, I think, right? So your council, who's your council person? It's either Reggie Leon or I think it's Reggie Leon or Michelle Powell. But you do have Robert Stevens and Linda Julian, who are citywide council members. You can't. There's a city council meeting actually that's coming up on the 24th, which is Wednesday, and you can reach out to them via email. Send them an email and let them know that you are interested because we have football season coming up, right? And I don't know if there are any other big events coming up past this. I haven't really looked into that. But you can let them know, like, hey, you're a business owner in the city of Miami Gardens, and you would like to find out ways that you can become vendors at the stadium. Do they have any? Because again, I don't know what they do and don't have specific to businesses with the stadium, but you absolutely can ask them. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And Robert Stevens is your council person as well. So you have two citywide council members, Linda Julian and Robert Stevens. Reggie Lee. But guess what? Send it to all of them and the mayor. Send it to all 7 of them. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. 6. Katrina Wilson resigned. So you have 6 right now. So you send it to all 6 of them. That's what you do. Send a letter to all of them. So that, because guess what? When they sit up there on the dais, they all vote on the same thing, whether they directly support or represent the area or not. See, there's a bus right there. Perfect example. That bus makes a turn on 27th and 190. It does not go straight. So if you are someone who has to take that bus, you're either going to have to stand on the corner and wave the bus down or what. So, yeah, when I get home, I'll put up their information, their email. And there's a booklet that the city hands out. I actually got a whole bunch of them in my car right now because I've been handing them out to people. And it has their email information, phone number, all contact information. And there are 3 out of the 4 council members that are still there that have monthly meetings. Robert Stevens has his meetings right over here at the Starbucks over here. Michelle Powell usually has it between Bunch Park and Scott Park. And Katrina Baskins has her meetings at Buccaneer Park. I think hers is on a Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not sure off the top of my head. But nonetheless, they have meetings. And usually at some of these meetings, not so much Robert Stevens, but I think Katrina Baskins, she tends to have people from the city at those meetings. Perfect time to say something. Speak up to them in terms of what can be done for vendor opportunities with the stadium, for vendor opportunities with the city, right? Because the city has tons of things all the time. You have a 4th of July event coming up right now. they have that's a perfect time to ask them about it, because there's a perfect time to shout out and have your business there at that event. So that's what I would do in terms of that. In general, with this situation here, same thing. Send an email to all of them, plus the county commissioner, because this county right here. This is the county. So these roads are the county and the state. I think county and state roads. 199, I believe, is state, and this is county road here. Nonetheless, the county's involved with this. So you have a county commissioner. Okay. Look, see, he's going to cause a problem here, trying to get across. Now, he know he's wrong for that. He is so wrong for that. Anyway, yeah, contact the county commissioner. Or contact all 13 of the county commissioners if you want. You could just write one email and just do a blast to all of them. Whatever. Do what you got to do. But that's what I'm going to do. Because I think the mayor of Miami-Dade County, they had 4 years to plan this. This is not something that just happened. Here's the thing. Formula One was their time to make changes, see how Formula One works, and what doesn't work with Formula One. First year of Formula One, chaos and confusion. Second year of Formula One, they learned some things. The city learned some things, because some of us were very vocal with the city, and in terms of like the Uber, Lyft drop-off foolishness that was going on, blocking traffic, and a 10-minute ride to your house was taking 2 hours. Unacceptable. I know last week there was someone, she was stuck in Miramar, right there near County Line Road, and it took her 2 hours to get home last week. 2 hours. 2 hours. So, yeah, people don't attend meetings. Politicians don't act. Oh, no, people attend meetings. People straight up attend meetings. You got to come to the meetings. Folks attend the meetings. It's the people who don't attend meetings that don't see what's going on. Furthermore, the meetings are streamed live on YouTube. Whenever there are meetings, the week of a meeting, I always put up the agenda. I'll put it up today. I usually put it up on Monday, but I'm going to put it up today. I put up the agenda, plus I put up the YouTube information, because it's on the agenda. And then the day of the meeting, I'll actually put up the link for you to click on YouTube, because I understand the meeting's at 5:30. You know, sometimes you're on your way from work. You can't get to that meeting at that time. So I get it. But you absolutely can come. You absolutely can write. If you cannot show up, you can write a letter. You can write a letter to the county, these city folks. If you cannot make it to the county meetings, you can write a letter. And it goes into public records. Absolutely. So don't think that you just not showing up means that your voice is not going to be heard, because you absolutely, unequivocally can write a letter, and it is public record. You can call your council members. You can meet with your council members. You can go meet with them at the city council meetings. You can meet with them at their office, or when they have their own meetings. You absolutely can do those things. So don't think that you have no voice in anything. You do. But the more voices we have, because guess what? You see the residence card that I was talking to the officer with, and I showed a little bit earlier? That came about because of residents. That didn't come about because the city said, hey, you guys need a pass, or the stadium said, hey, you need a pass. It was the residents that made us think about it. They said, hey, I can't get to my house. If you guys know where Lake Lucerne is, you guys know that Lake Lucerne is one way in, one way out. That is it. And they get screwed all the time with these events. And they had to make us think. People who are over here right in Norland on 199 and 14th Court, they got screwed because guess what? Norland Elementary is a parking lot. Norland Middle School is a parking lot. So imagine, you're not only blocked in by 199th Street, but 14th Court and 12th Avenue and 7th Avenue. So they got screwed all up and down over there. You see what I'm saying? So those things impact you on a regular, schmegular level. It's just that no one is talking about it. And no council person, yeah, I call them out. I'll say it here freely. and I want someone to tell me that I'm lying. No council person goes up there and says, hey, I see what's going on and we have to make changes. Residents have to say something. And guess what? Those council members, they are residents too. So I don't understand why they act like they can't say anything. And I hope they're watching me, because I'm going to tag all of them on this. Change needs to come. This is absolutely ridiculous that the sidewalks on a Sunday morning, you can't access the sidewalks on a Sunday morning because of this game that's happening at 6 o'clock at night. I'm sorry, what? Who? Huh? Nah, we ain't. No. This got to change, but it's got to change with you guys coming out. That's the thing. We need you guys to come out. I need you guys to come out. I post these things because as a resident, I see a lot of things happening here, and there's no one saying anything. Sidewalks are blocked. I'll let him walk. He's gonna walk. They're gonna turn him around. I guess he's walking hard. So anyway, and no one is saying anything to us. Only when outside sources say something or something happens to a point that, oh, they have to say something, that's when they say something. Even, I'll give you a perfect example. I'm not going to belabor this or anything like that, but I'll give you a perfect example. When Copa America happened, the city of Miami Gardens did not say anything. There was no statement from them. There was a statement from Copa. There was a statement from the police, Miami-Dade Police. There was a statement from Daniela Levine Cava, the mayor of Miami-Dade County. The city of Miami Gardens, I repeat, the city of Miami Gardens did not say anything. Even when video showed that residents were truly impacted, folks were blocking the streets in their yards, parking their cars in people's yards that they don't even know. Right there in 14th Court. I'll put the video up in the story again, and you guys can go to the actual video. And you'll see the residents were actually directing traffic because there was no police officers there. There was no law enforcement of any kind there. And the residents, and this was on a Sunday, this area here where Walmart is located, they were jumping the fence. They were jumping the fence. So much so that right here where I am on 199, they were cooking chicken. They had Modelo beer everywhere, and nobody said anything. No one. I have videos that residents sent me. Residents sent me this stuff of people jumping the wall from the library walking trail onto 199th Street. Straight up. And the city of Miami Gardens to this day have not said anything. Do you guys know, since I'm on this, I'll just let you guys know. Do you guys know that Formula One has extended their contract for an additional 10 years? Were you aware of this? No? Well, the city didn't say anything. The city has not said anything. I know this because I posted about it as soon as it came out. You know when this was stated? Last year, 2025. We in 2026. Formula One already came in and passed. And they still have not said anything. So you thinking Formula One's only going to be for 10 years and we're going to be done for 10 years and we're going to, no more. No. They extended it. They extended it. What does that mean in terms of funding? Because the city got what? $10 million? Is it $10 million? I think it's $10 million for 10 years. What does that mean for funding past those 10 years? Because remember, it's an extension now. Did the city negotiate anything with the stadium in Formula One to get any more funding? What's going on with that? You see what I'm saying? Nobody says anything about anything here. And there are all these people that are running for city council. I'll call their names out. Mikita Cherry Prime, Angela Winter, Rod Mack for seat 4. You have Laverne Deer, Lynette Smith, and Paul Wilson for seat 2. Do they know any of this? Have they spoken about this? What is their stance on this? Do they walk these streets to see what's going on when these events are happening? Have they ever asked any questions to the residents? Were they impacted by this? All of these questions that I'm asking, I'm not asking because I'm just asking. I'm out here right now. I'm seeing it. I talk to residents. I've written an op-ed specifically about that COPA and specifically calling out the city of Miami Gardens for not saying anything because it impacted residents. I am a resident here. I get that we live where they have events and I understand that. However, that does not stop you from saying something to where these people think they going. Clearly, you see road closed and still trying to make a turn. Oh, Lord. Anyway, so that's all I'm saying regarding that stuff. You have to be able to call these people out. I understand some folks don't like to go to city council meetings because you got to give your address. Fine. You don't want to go there? That's okay. But these city council members have meetings. They have meetings. See this bus here? This is 199. 199 can't go down 199. I don't know if it goes down 199 anyway, because, you know, some of these buses say 199 and they don't make the turn. There's a 32 that doesn't go down 32, so go figure. But I'm just saying, show up to these city council members' meetings. Show up. Robert Stevens has his meetings right over here on 27th at that Starbucks by the Walmart. I don't know the address, but you know, that's the Starbucks down the street there. Buccaneer Park is Katrina Baskins. And you have to walk in the street. See where the police officers, where the police cars? You have to walk in the street there. They're blocked. Yeah, because I asked this police officer there. He said, right there, you see what? You can walk, but walk on this side of the street where the police. They block both sides. You can't walk there. Yeah? But they want people to get killed. This is crazy. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. It's a sidewalk. He said they closed it because of the event. The event's at 6 o'clock. Like, what the heck? Yeah. You know where I am? I'm between Betty T. Ferguson, Dr. Lester Brown, Carroll City Park. I'm up in there. So whatever traffic does not flow, when they block traffic on 27th Avenue, it goes straight to 32nd Avenue. But see, they don't talk about that. Look at these people in the road over here. You see what I'm saying? Look at this. They have to walk into, look, this lady and her, maybe she's going to church or something. I don't know. But look, I'm going to try to see. Look at that. They have to walk in the street. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. So I want you to, you know, I know friends and family and everybody's running and, you know, we know this person and we went to school with this person. If they don't know what's going on, are they the best for this? Are they the best for what's going on to represent you? I'm not here to tell anybody who to pick or not to pick. I am vanilla on this subject when it comes to this page. I know my thoughts on who, whatever. But in terms of what's going on here, I want to see people talking about this. I want to see their response. I will be asking this. I actually did ask this question at the last forum, but it got turned into a yes no kind of a thing. So they didn't really ask them to get the actual answers. So I will be asking it again. And if I have to do something where I send it out to all of the candidates myself, then that's what I'll do. Because I want to know what their thoughts are regarding this event and all of these other events that impact the residents and the businesses. Because I had conversation with some of the business owners over here in this shopping area right here, and they are sorely impacted by this. As a matter of fact, the lady who owns Hammond's Bakery, the Jamaican patty place down there, look at this. See, he trying to cross in there too, you know, because there ain't no signs. There are no signs to tell people you can't use the sidewalk. It's pure madness. She actually came to the last city council meeting and talked about how her business was completely impacted and that the business slowed down so much because of the traffic and because of the events that she doesn't know she has to drop people from her business. She had to, you know, let go a couple of people. Were you guys aware that the sidewalks are closed?
Yeah.
Okay. That's crazy.
Last week they closed.
Wait, was it closed all week?
No.
Oh, just for the game. Okay, thanks. So, yeah, she was, she made a statement. So I spoke to her and I said, listen, you got to come to these meetings and let people know. You can't wait until, you know, city council meeting for her as she's a business owner. You have to speak up beforehand. When it happens the first time, you kind of wait it out a little bit. When it happens the second time, you got to say something by the second time. Don't wait until it's a year and 2 years later, and now you're speaking out, because that's when change has to happen. As soon as you see it. As soon as I saw it last week, I said, let me say something about this sidewalk. And what you heard what the guy said. The guy said, the county came out here. I saw the city come out here, and they still didn't make a change. But they came out. They came out. That's the point. Because I said something. Now, I'm going to say something again. It's going to be in a different manner, but something will be said. Because this right here, this is a no-go. This is a no-go. It's unacceptable. Look at this guy in the median. Oh, my heart. All right, so that's it. I didn't want to go this long. As I was just coming to talk about the sidewalk over here, and just to remind folks that there's a game today, but I got thrown a loop with both sidewalks being completely closed off, and folks now have to walk in the street just to get from point A to point B, and to catch the bus. That's a whole Monopoly game there or something. Unbelievable. So let me see if I missed anything. So good morning to everyone. If I missed I don't think I did. Yeah, they said Miami Gardens is where you want to be. Listen, there's a sign for the past year and a half, almost 2 years, right here on Cherry Bay, the wall on that's Cherry Bay's wall on 199th Street. That says "Bitch Boy, Black Boy." Why is that graffiti still there? And that was put there during last day of Rolling Loud, and it's still there. And I've been back and forth with code enforcement about it, and they said they have to go the direct route to get from point A. And I'm like, why? Why can't this just be a fine and make it? Doesn't look good. It looks terrible when you're driving. You have people walking and they see graffiti that says "Bitch Boy, Black Boy" right behind this gas station. If you're walking, it says "Bitch Boy, Black Boy." Still there. That ain't a good look. Like, what the heck? Ridiculous. So I don't think I see anything. So thank you guys for drop the address. We'll take care of it. The paint. I think it's a homeowners association. So I don't know how that works out, because that was the thing. So I think that's a homeowners association. I don't know if you so you know where I'm on 27th and 199. Right behind, I don't know if you can see the brown building right there. Right on the sidewalk is the wall. So the wall is right. Ooh, this heat. I'm going to walk into Walmart and cool down before I go home. So the wall is, when you cross over here, the wall is right there. And that's where the wall is. And the city, we put a fine, and code enforcement, they're probably like, "You again, Christine?" Yes. He already knows. Every time he sees me, he's like, "I know, Christine, I know." I said, "Well, what are we going to do about it? This looks terrible." Like, it's not even like it's some elaborate thing. It's literally just the words "Bitch Boy, Black Boy." Like, they could get the graffiti erase spray or whatever it's called, and just invert or however they do it, and just spray over that mess and then paint over it. That takes, hell, I could do that. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good. And for the city to be okay with that, residents had to make a stink about the walls down there at 207 until they finally started putting up brand new walls. And that's years in the making. But I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys have a lovely day. After my diversion. Oh, look at that bus. That's a nice bus. It's an electric bus. Diversion to other things, but the blocking of the sidewalk just threw me for, all day blocking of that. So if you are fathers, male figures in lives of children, uncles, neighbors, teachers, thank you. Keep uplifting the young boys and girls in the community, whether they're yours or not. And just stay with the positivity. Hope you guys have a lovely day. I was going to have a lovely day, but now I'm going to have to write some letters. Because I need write some letters and I have some other things going on. But yeah, until next time, I'm going to be uploading this. So if you missed the beginning part where I spoke to the security over there regarding the sidewalks, where I spoke to the police officers regarding the sidewalks, and as you can see, there are actually people. Let me try to zoom in so you can see. Now, where's this guy going? Hold on. He's blocking my view. Damn it. Get the hell out of the way. Just when I was going to show some people walking. All right. Well, anyway. Hopefully you're able to see. Okay. The people walking. All right. So those people are walking. If you couldn't see because this truck just came right in my way. They had to walk in the street because the sidewalk's completely closed. So with that, thank you very much. And for staying tuned on this impromptu but, well-warranted information session about the city of Miami Gardens, Miami-Dade County, Hard Rock Stadium, FIFA games, and the like, and the impact it is having in the community. Also, I don't know if the parks are closed. Oh, this last one. The parks were closed on Monday, early. And during the games, I didn't see a sign. Well, Betty T's closed today. I'm going to go by, what's over here? Brentwood. And see if they have a sign on Brentwood Park to see if they're closing early. I think they usually close early today on Sundays anyway, so I don't think it really matters today. But they closed some of the parks early. They closed the one early for sure. I think Betty T or whoever was closed like 12 o'clock when these games were happening. So until then, I bid adieu, and this will be uploaded. I don't have a caption right now because I wasn't planning on speaking this long, but I will put a caption, and I'm going to write an op-ed regarding this situation. I will also have email information for anyone who needs to contact your council members, the commissioners in the county, as well as, maybe we got to contact the news media on this one. Maybe that will open up the eyes, because, I'm one person out here, so I can only connect to people that I know in the news, and they have a larger platform, and maybe something will get going with this, because this is unacceptable. But this is what I mean when I said this page is for, look at him, he almost got hit by a car. Oi. This page is for residents, by residents. I do not work for the city of Miami Gardens. I am independent of the city, as I am a resident who sees things here, and I want you, like me, to be aware of what's going on here in the community. All right, so I'm really gone now. Bye.